Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boy Jay Stein coming at you with a coffee time morning update on this beautiful Monday morning. My goodness, I'm so happy to be awake. Ugh, it was a great weekend. I hope you guys had a great weekend too. Anyways, let's jump right into it. So today, headline news: AstraZeneca. Apparently, they have a 79% effectiveness. I hate using that other word. It makes no sense. Efficacy. No, it's effectiveness. Freaking people. The effectiveness, apparently, but it doesn't hurt anybody. And I guess they're not putting the warning label on it now. I don't really know. That's CNN. That's where my source is on that. So I don't really know. I think I'm ready, honestly. I went to a CVS the other day, and I had to go pick up a bottle of Chianti, which apparently CVS doesn't believe in Chianti, okay? Which really upset me because I was making air-fried ravioli and marinara sauce, and I needed a freaking Chianti, and they didn't have a Chianti, okay? You don't understand. That freaking messed with my mind, man. I had to get a Malbec, which is good. I love Malbec, but I needed a Sangiovese. You see what I'm saying? Freaking CVS. But they were giving out the shot. And I was about to ask, I was like, what brand are you giving out? Because I don't want the Moderna. I got to have the AstraZeneca. Once you get that in, call me, Put me on the list. I want the jab. AstraZeneca. 79% effective. Anyways, they say it works 79% of the time. Which, oddly enough, is my stock of the day to watch. Beside the headline, their technicals are lining up very, very nicely. Their fundamentals are not quite what I want to see, but it's worth watching, and I actually might end up buying it, even though that makes me a completely hypocritical piece of trash, and I don't want to buy it because of the obvious reasons. But anyways, so that's that. We've got some issues in the European bond markets. Turkey's having some problems. Well, the Turkish bonds are heavily tied to the European bonds, okay? So now the European bonds are wanting to start to spike. They cannot afford the European bonds to spike. The European bonds, the boons, they can't. I mean, these people, they need negative interest rates. That's how screwed these people are. In fact, in Germany, and please don't quote me, I might be wrong, but I think they are in negative interest rates. So if their rates were to start spiking, it could really screw with their markets, thus screw with our markets. Even though our markets supersede, certainly the Turkish, but let alone the European, it could put us in a pretty precarious situation. So aside from our own bonds, we need to be paying attention to theirs today as well. Our bonds so far are doing okay. Granted, it's very early, but our 10-year is sitting at 167, which, again, I mean, a month ago I would be like, wow, that's really high, but no, that's actually really good. I can live with that. Our VIX is flat. Oil is flat, which sucks. I want to see oil go higher today, and then I want to see it drop tomorrow, because the ETF that I'm in relies on oil going up, and I want to sell that today, and I want to make like 20%, which I can if it moves the way I want, and then I want to dump it because it's risky and I don't like holding it. So anyways, so yeah, the S&P is creeping higher, which is also good because the tech ETF that I'm in should get drug up with it if the S&P does continue to rise, which, based on Friday's performance, today we could see a nice rebound. We could see anything. I don't know. Again, I have a big crystal ball that's really foggy, so I look into that foggy crystal ball and kind of see what happens there. Anyways, all right, so the dollar is actually a little bit weaker. Good for me. Gold is a little weaker but flat. There's no real earnings except for Tencent. They are actually reporting today, and I want to say It's after hours, which I know it is. So we'll see what happens with those guys. Not that they necessarily, it's 10 Cent Music, I'm sorry, which is a different entity, which doesn't always have a huge, they're not going to have a huge pool on our market. But if you own it, or if you're thinking about owning it, in my opinion, the way the chart is, wait for a pullback. Whether they beat or miss or whatever, it's ripe for a pullback. So if it's something you're interested in that you're not in yet, my simple, humble recommendation, what I would do, A, I wouldn't buy it personally. It's not my type of deal. B, it needs to pull back. Bitcoin, Bitcoin's still in that consolidation little channel, which, like I said, I took plenty of profit off of it last week, and I'm okay with it as of right now. So as long as it keeps doing what it's doing. We've got existing home sales coming out today at 10 a.m. Eastern time, which means 9 a.m. Houston time. So we'll see what that means. Again, those index readings, those are BS as far as I'm concerned. They'll come out next week and revise it and so on and so forth. I want to buy a new house. I don't know if that counts. Do people that want to buy new houses, do they go into it? Or do I actually have to get in the process and go into escrow and all that? What do I have to do? It's just I want to buy a house. That should go into that report, right? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. Anyways, but they're expecting 6.5 million. Let's see what happens. And otherwise, guys, that's pretty much it. Just keep an eye on the bonds. Keep an eye on those European bonds. AstraZeneca, that's the stock to watch. And then let's see, the issue is those European bonds, they could screw us, but hopefully we can see a bump on our markets, and I want to dump my riskier plays and maintain my core positions, and hopefully Bitcoin will start making another run, drag the rest of my cryptocurrencies up, and I'll probably buy more of those. Anyways, guys, that's my pre-market little coffee out of a pint glass, still dark outside, morning update. Anyways, look, guys, if you're watching this and you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Please. It makes me feel better. And I say this in every video, and I mean it. Please. It helps my self-esteem. Anyways, much love, guys. I'll check in with you if anything comes up, and otherwise I'll talk to you later. Peace.